I'm 14 and 4'6". I might be small, but I'm stronger than you think. 2 months ago, I was blind. Earlier this year, I had pretty severe headaches. I noticed I couldn't see the leaves on the trees or even the cars right beside us. My mom was pretty concerned, so she took me to the eye doctor. The eye doctor told me that I was blind in my left eye and that there was no treatment. So she referred us to a specialist. I was pretty nervous. I didn't know if they had anything they could do to fix it. So we held off the specialist to attend beach retreat this past summer. Once we got back, we followed up with the specialist, and he told us the exact same thing, that I was blind in my left eye and that there was no treatment. So he was pretty concerned and sent us for a brain MRI, which was pretty scary for me. And honestly, I thought we were just ruling something out. But just 2 hours later, my mom got a call that I had a large tumor. I felt like my life was put on pause. I was terrified. I didn't know what this meant for us. So we went home, we cried, and we told my dad, and friends came over that night to be with us. And I remembered Dr. Ann's message at beach retreat being about putting your full weight on God, and that had never meant more to me than right then. We met with a surgeon, and he reviewed the MRI images and was very confident about the tumor. He said, "I know this tumor." Thankfully, he told us it was benign, but he also told us this would be a huge priority for our family. After that appointment, what we experienced is what we call the weekend of torments. We cried, we prayed, and we begged God to heal me. But also during this weekend, hundreds, maybe even thousands of people were praying for me in my situation. After that weekend, we met up with a doctor at MD Anderson. We discussed chemo, radiation, and he also drew my blood. But I have to be honest, I stayed in the waiting room because I was too afraid of what he had to tell us. The next day, my mom got a call from the neurosurgeon saying he had reviewed the results of the blood work. He said I was misdiagnosed. I had a better tumor that was better for our family that he found in the blood, and it only needed a pill for treatment. You see, it was in the blood work where they found my true diagnosis that spared my life. And it's in the shed blood of Jesus Christ on that cross and the resurrection that followed that saves us from death. I began taking my pill to shrink the tumor, but my vision kept decreasing at such a rapid pace that surgery was needed immediately. I was almost completely blind at this point, which was pretty scary. I didn't know if it was ever going to come back. So we tried to schedule the surgery, and then Harvey hit. We were disappointed that we were pushed back 2 weeks. And at this time, my vision kept decreasing. But once we finally got in for surgery on September 7th of this year, the surgeon was able to remove almost all of the tumor. And just 5 hours later, I woke up and can actually read the words on the TV. It was truly a miracle. Today, I remain on my medication to remove the remainder of the tumor and still have a pretty long road ahead. But through it all, I'm thankful for my family, for loving and supporting me through it all, my friends for always being by my side, and my church family for praying for me continuously. But ultimately, I'm thankful for my relationship with God because I can always put my full weight on Him. And you see, it was God who changed the name of that tumor. And it was God who went before us and chose all of our doctors so we didn't have to. And it is through His amazing grace that I once was blind, but now I see.
Wait, right up here. Come here, honey.
Thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks because He's given Jesus Christ, His Son. Give thanks.
If I could take the energy, the poise, the confidence, and the maturity of this 4'6", 14-year-old and spread it around the world, we'd live in a different world. Thank you, Phyllis.